Welcome to Politics NY with Sky. Sheps Media is asking each candidate running for New York City office this year 3 questions in 3 minutes. And right now, I'm with Shekar Krishnan. He's running for New York City Council in Queens, District 25. So let's get to know him a little bit. Shekar, tell us about yourself and why are you running for office this year?
Sure. Well, thanks so much for having me, Sky. It's great to be here. I always say I'm running for office in Jackson Heights, Elmhurst, because I understand how important it is for everyone to have a home, not just a place of shelter, but a place of belonging and inclusion, like our neighborhoods have been for so many immigrant communities like my own. And I know that as a civil rights lawyer for tenants, fighting against housing discrimination every day, a longtime community activist in our neighborhoods on a wide variety of different issues for social justice, and a public school parent of 2 small children, too. So that's why I'm running.
And what is it about you, Shekar, that would make you the front runner or the best candidate in this race? Because it is a competitive race with a lot of competition.
Yeah, well, I think that we have the most comprehensive policy platforms in this race, drawn from the years of my work as a fighter in this neighborhood, alongside so many other neighbors, listening to them, advocating alongside them to fight for our community, from our public schools to rooting out LGBTQIA hate and intolerance, to fighting for immigrant rights as well. On top of that, as a lawyer for housing justice in our city, housing is the most central crisis in the city right now, because it connects to every other crisis around us. In other words, it's a portal right through which everyone accesses all other rights as well. And the crisis for housing is urgent right now. And the third reason is because, we've never so far elected a South Asian to the city council in the history of New York City. And that's what makes our campaign historic, especially from here in Jackson Heights and Elmhurst, which is really one of the birthplaces of the South Asian diaspora in this country.
Wow, I didn't realize that. So you would be the first South Asian council member.
Knock on wood, we have never, it would, if it happened, it would be historic. It's never happened so far in all of city government.
Yeah, I think Kevin Parker was the first South Asian senator,
In,
right?
correct. Yep.
Yeah.
In New York State and in New York City, we've yet to shatter that barrier. But I'm confident, one way or another, we will do so this election cycle. And it's
Okay,
high time we have representation.
awesome, Shekar. So now tell us something maybe people don't know about you that's either fun or interesting or otherwise.
Sure. Well, I'm a South Asian, a child immigrant from India, but I speak fluent Spanish, which I learned through my work both in the housing movement, representing so many tenants, and living here in Jackson Heights and Elmhurst. And it's always funny to me because when people hear me speak Spanish, they're like, wait, where are you from? Like, where's your
Okay.
accent from? So,
Right, entonces hablamos en español, Shekar.
bueno, hablar español. Vamos.
Shekar, thank you for spending 3 minutes with me on Steps Media's 3 questions in 3 minutes. And I'm Sky with Politics NY.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me.